survivor's guilt all of a sudden because he's the last of his kind. You're carrying centuries of history, extinction, all on one child who didn't even know this culture. He has an anxiety that comes along from these expectations, that they put their hopes on him, their fears, their rebellion. This is not just about Drew, the kid, the person. It's more about the Wolf King. The other side of him is a side they value more, but Drew is left to deal with the day-to-day tasks. The beast only has to come out when it's really a problem. So the wolf is Drew's greatest gift, and it's his greatest psychological torment. The transformation isn't about, for him at least, empowerment alone, because he does get that and he enjoys it. But it's also about a loss of control, not just in the moment, which he will struggle with that control. That's instinctual inside the wolf. But also that his own future he has no control about. So that plays on him in two ways. So he's embodying the shadow self, literally, in his wolf self. Every time he shifts, he's forced to confront the animal impulses, right? Rage, hunger, the thrill of violence, that you do enjoy it. And his growth is going to be in learning how to integrate this shadow, to not suppress it. So in a lot of ways, this reminds me kind of a Bruce Banner Hulk situation, that you're probably at your best when you can merge these two, but essentially these two things are at odds with one another. He's a suppressed wolf in a lot of lights, and that a suppressed wolf can become a monster, right? And we've seen this. Then he has massive trust and abandonment issues. I mean, let's just take the scene at his house. His mother obviously dies. His mother was true to him to the very end, till her life ended. But his brother and his father immediately flipped on him. Immediately, they didn't stop to question, hey, Drew, what happened? His father should have known he was going to be this werewolf as well. He should have stopped and calmed it down, but that didn't happen. They immediately flipped on him. In fact, the whole village all immediately turned on him. So now you've got this big, after having all the security most of your life, or all your life, now all that's been taken away. So now you're out there just on your own, relying on your instincts. And then you see the other side of it, like, Whitley and Gretchen. They don't see him as him, they see him as what he represents, which is the Wolf King. So do any of them actually care about Drew, the boy, right? Or do they just care about Drew, the Wolf King? I only care about Drew, the Wolf King. But this abandonment trauma is going to linger from being raised outside of his birthright. So psychologically, he puts up protective walls of independence, but at the same time risking alienating those who might genuinely help him, and he does need their help. So we're seeing Drew go through a lot as a kid. Most students, or kids struggle to find